back with us here at 2K Sports on this Monday night. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce.
And given the nature of the rivalry between these teams, expect emotions to be running high. Both teams have to feel a little on edge right now.
And not just for the players, but for the fans as well. You know how energized they become when these two teams go at it.
Now here's Edwards. Clock at 6. And it falls all over the rim and in. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, B.A., but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Here's Reed following the three-point basket by Toronto. 4-3. Rebound Toronto. Left side Levine. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Coulibaly. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Boy, Coulibaly gets a step on the defense, and good night, folks. Out in transition.
Here's Levine.
A savage reverse jam. That takes... Great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Thompson outside. Shoots over Siakam. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Washington shooting their first free throws of the game. He's off on the first. And he sinks the second. And here are the Raptors now. Walker pulls down the board. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Washington. Pass to Coulibaly. Three-pointer. Pure from three-point range. Coulibaly's got 5.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
And here's Levine. The shake. Oh, big finish!
Oh, did you see that?
Such a big-time athlete. Levine makes the hardest moves look easy.
And here's Edwards. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game. Shots good by Thompson.
Exactly the kind of start you're looking for. They are 4 for 5 out of the gates.
Now here's Levine. A top-tier scorer, averaging a little under 25 points a contest. From deep, Jokic. And another basket for Toronto.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
The kick out to Walker. Back to Edwards. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. Pass to Walker. Porter with the steal. Knocked loose. Thompson goes.
Oh, get out of the way!
Flying high! Throwing it down!
Clear the way! And you gotta love it when the fellas decide to put on a show.
And what a show that is for the fans and his teammates.
And for his coach, holding his breath partly because of the spectacle and partly because he doesn't want him to miss.
Washington leading by 4. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with the Raptors. Head coach. Immediately, Anthony Edwards came up in our conversation, and coach kind of chuckled and said, well, I don't know if anyone on the planet can slow this kid down. He's on his way to becoming one of the best in the league, if he's not there already. Looks like they're going to roll the dice on one of the league's most talented players. Back to you guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
It's Jokic, high post. Washington with a rebound.
Boy, that was his shot to miss. This guy's a terrific mid-range shooter.
Beyond the arc. Jokic grabs the board.
Oh, that is how you deny an open look with some in-your-face defense.
On the wing, Ivy. And that one is stuffed right through.
And look at Ivy rising above, giving it his all on that slam.
It's Sharp on the wing. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Raptors trail by 4. And it's hammered home by Green.
Boy, you'd love to see the lift Draymond Green gets on these dunks. Once he's established, forget about it.
Jackson outside. Back to Reed. Shot clock at 6. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Naz Reid, what a nice find. This guy always has his eyes up and ready to look for options.
And it's Jokic off the drive. And the dunk by Jokic.
He flashes to the rim and is met with no resistance.
.44 seconds left in the first. Here's the Sengate. Pass to Sharp. Reddish with it. Now Sharp defending. Now here's Jokic. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
There's 25 seconds left in the first. Here's Jokic. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance. Time. Sharp with it. Yet to see a basket. What a performance for a star. He put together 10 points in the quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Yeah, put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Now here's Sharp. 6 on the shot clock. Can't cash it in from close range.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Rebound, Toronto. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Back to Levine. Siakam outside. Porter in the post. On the wing, Levine. And that's an intentional. Foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitutes down the court.
On defense, Washington. Levine, tenacious inside.
You have to love how persistent Levine is inside, enduring the contact and finding his shot.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Thompson. Jackson outside. Shot clock at 5. Outside Coulibaly. Shoots. Porter pulls it in. And it's Porter with the ball for the Raptors. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. And stolen by Edwards. Pass to Thompson. Misses in close.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Back over to you guys.
All for one. Allie, thanks for the report. So it's Toronto now. The Wizards making their last shot.
Levine cooking right now, and if I'm the defense, I'm trying to make sure I knock him off balance.
Here's Edwards. Anthony Edwards rips it down.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Smart outside. Right side Levine. And here's Siakam for 3. Edwards pulls it in.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
The kick out to Walker. This one for 3. Kept alive. Neither side willing to relent.
That's led to 8 lead changes and a bunch of drama already.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Here comes the Raptors wide right end, which means we need you to get down right now.
Both teams will make substitutions. And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Wizards making a change here. Well, Doris, one of the highest compliments you'll hear about ball handlers is saying you can't speed them up.
That's exactly right, D.A., because pressure against the best players doesn't bother them. In fact, the greatest players want more than one defender because then they know that puts their team at an advantage if they can make great decisions.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Here's Jokic. The rebound by Jackson.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Pass to Asenge. Let's go with a three. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Boy, you allow a shooter of his caliber to get that good a look, and good night.
Here's Ivy. Got a hand on it. To the right side. Stolen by Reed. Washington leading by 4. Outside Sharp. To the left side wing. Here's Asenge. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Here's the pick. To win the cold spell. And the dunk by Jokic.
Powerful stuff from the Joker. The defense doesn't want any of that, and I don't blame them.
Pass to Asenge. 1:07 left to play in the first half of basketball. Fires in the triple. He's got 5.
Well, you simply have to stay connected to him. His shooting stroke is that pure.
Outside Barnes. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Outside Reed. For 3. Here's Sharp. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. 6 to shoot. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And now it's a 9-point Washington lead.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Ivy goes in. From deep, Jokic knocks it down from deep. Distance. Jokic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
I mean, with his three-point shooting, Jokic is able to draw opposing bigs out on the perimeter, and that opens up driving lanes for him and his teammates.
11 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Reed. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the Washington Wizards leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Raptors trail by 6. Right side, Levine. Smart for 3. And Smart nails the triple.
Well, Marcus Smart has come so far as a three-point shooter. This guy very capable from distance.
The kick out to Walker. The 3 is up. Jokic grabs the board. And so it's Jokic who brings up the ball for Toronto. Pass to Porter. Toronto passing it around. Now Jokic. Jokic muscles it down.
And this is what makes Jokic an MVP caliber talent. His ability to dominate the defense.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. He'll go on Michael Porter. Without a doubt, Ant-Man is one of the most entertaining players in the league, Doris.
You cannot take your eyes off Anthony Edwards when he's playing in a basketball game. The skill set is electric. But beyond that, he's got a 1,000-watt smile, and he understands this is an entertainment medium.
Now here's Jokic. He's got 14. Going inside. Smart. And there's Toronto with another bucket.
Well, I love that Marcus Smart sprinted into that shot opportunity. You've got to be prepared on the catch, and Marcus was ready.
And Edwards slams it in.
The reverse slam? That was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Here's Levine for 3. It's rebounded by Washington.
Only their first miss in 4 attempts. It's been a great start to the half.
Pass to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. They grab their own miss. And the jam by Walker.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Reed. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Helps his team in so many ways. Jokic is more than just a leader.
Edwards looking for an opening. Outside Coulibaly. Crosses over. Misses the layup. Toronto trailing. And Bilal Coulibaly picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Jokic gets the bucket.
And Jokic doesn't get a lot of lift on his shot, but he doesn't need it. I mean, he is money in the mid-range.
Ooh, Edwards with style and authority.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
Pass to Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Here's Coulibaly. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. Koulibaly's got 8.
This is why Koulibaly's coaches and teammates encourage him to be assertive, especially operating off the catch.
And Jokic throws it down.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Now here's Edwards. Give him 8. And Edwards slams it in.
How about that handle? The dribble drive by Anthony Edwards, so tough.
Jokic in the post. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, he's putting on a scoring clinic, guys. If it wasn't for him, they would not be in this game.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. .143 left in the third. Left side Sharp. Here's Sengay. And he comes up with a bucket. Sengay's got his third bucket of the night.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Here's Ivy. Rebounded by Nurkic. The Wizards with a lead. Pass to Sharp. The layup off target. Inside. Green. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Oh, my goodness. The tools are there for Harrison Barnes. That's a big-time athletic drive and a strong finish. Beautiful.
Pass to Nurkic. Three-pointer Sharp. And Dadier pulls it down.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Toronto shooting their first free throws tonight. He's off on the second. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Jackson. Fires the three. Barnes with the rebound.
It would be smart to hold for the final shot.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
for the lead. It's rebounded by Washington. And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
You know what time it is, everyone? Time to make some noise. Something serious.
Five ticks left to play in the third quarter of basketball. It's been all about Nikola Jokic for Toronto, providing the scoring punch right now, putting up a cool 22. All right, stick around. We'll be right back. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And it's Wizards ball. Now when this one's done, they'll be off to Miami, taking on the Heat. That game will conclude the three-game road trip they're currently on. Edwards for three. Porter pulls it in.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Jokic in the post to take the lead. Oh, he's a load inside. Jokic finishing strong.
And Jokic has a number of moves to choose from, especially deep inside.
Out to Thompson. Washington moving the ball around. Walker's shot is off.
We call that lockdown perimeter defense against an excellent three-point shooter.
Here's Jokic. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take two free throws. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
And the skill set that Jokic possesses, arguably the most skilled center to ever play the game.
The Wizards trail by three. On the wing, Thompson. Outside Edwards. It's stolen by Smart. Pass to Jokic. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Outside Edwards. Here's Thompson. He's guarded by Porter. The kick out to Walker. Washington again can't hit. Toronto leading by three. Here's Jokic. Jokic. With the strong touch. Floats it home.
Yeah, there's that guard touch of Jokic. Simply incredible for a man his size.
Outside Walker. Thompson outside. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
They have a never-give-up attitude.
No doubt keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
And here's Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
Boy, what else is new? This guy's accuracy this quarter has been phenomenal.
And here's Edwards outside. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Wizards trail by 5. Outside Edwards. The kick out to Walker. Pass to Thompson. Outside Edwards. 4 on the clock. The three. Again, the miss by Edwards.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it. The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Pass to Thompson. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Michael Porter on the long end of that one.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. And Coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, he implored. Guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Raptors lead by 5. Jokic with it. LaVine throws it down off the line.
I'm just going to call him Mr. Zach LaVine, another highlight reel finish.
And here's Edwards outside. Jokic grabs the board.
This has been a tough quarter for him and a challenging game for this team.
Oh, hey! How about that?
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. LaVine surveys the D. It's off. The Wizards trail by 5. Outside Edwards. Now Coulibaly. Here he goes. Here's Thompson. Can't hit it.
If you're trying to make a comeback, that is the kind of shot that doesn't help.
Now LaVine. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Smart. Outside Siakam. 3 on the clock. The triple drops.
You don't leave Jokic alone in the corner. I mean, that's just asking for trouble.
Thompson in the post. Outside Coulibaly. And the 3 misses.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Jokic. Oh, off target from downtown. And Walker's got the ball here for the Wizards. 8-point game. Here's Thompson. Now Reed. Jacks up a 3. Cash from downtown.
Absolute monster of a delivery from Naz Reid. Big time bucket.
LaVine. And LaVine knocks down the 3.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end. Well, whether it's a defensive adjustment or he's gone just a bit cold, that efficiency has really fallen off this quarter.
Jokic fires. No good from 3. Now Coulibaly. Thompson outside. Rebounded by Porter. Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs. And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
And he nails it.
Well, it doesn't get any prettier than a corner 3. Marcus Smart would agree on that one.
So, no problem for Toronto.